Hello. I am coming right back on a Sunday and replying basically to my own video, which I made because there was some comments made, and I love comments because I am a pretty harsh art critic myself. I criticize a lot of art and people's theories and and paintings and music. It's just part of me. It's just part of my nature, and maybe a little bit in my genes. I don't know. Maybe because all of my family was artists and art professors. Maybe something has to do with that. But either way, you know, I have said yesterday in my video how much time I have lost with my daughter, and I expressed how upset I was over the fact that she wouldn't hold my hand, at just 11 years old. It was the first time that she showed me she was embarrassed to hold my hand to go to the market, a public place where all her friends would be. And I sort of, I had to sleep on it, and that's it, and realize and do my part as a father, Maybe some people don't realize that, being a parent just takes some time sleeping on it and listening to others, and then you come to terms with things, It's, life is a learning lesson, life is an ongoing lesson. And, I have made peace and moved on with the fact that she doesn't want to hold my hand. I know she will. I know she will, like when we're walking through the forest or in the parks and stuff like that, or when we go visit our dog's graveside. I know she will because, she's a smart little girl. And I didn't raise her to be like that, It was the other side, that kind of raised her like that, I was never had a problem, sleeping next to my kid, and never had issues with it, never had raising issues with it. I never had problems telling my kid 100 times a day that I love her, I never had problems with holding her hand when walking down the road, It just made me feel more warm and more connected, that's all. But if she's moving on and she's a kid, that's fine, It's just one of the things I will have to miss as a dad. Hope that maybe another baby would come along. You never know. You never know what's around the corner. And, some people have said, where do you see a 11-year-old child holding their father's hand, Well, I guess maybe, the world has gone so far, and the city folks have forgotten the roots so far that they don't take their kids to natural beaches, where everyone's naked, and they don't hold their kids' hands or tell them I love you, because that's the way the world is evolving. It's too bad, it's too sad. But my child and I have always told each other, I love you, Daddy. I love you, Elisa. Always. Every day of our lives. I was always the one putting her to bed, She still gives me hugs, and we used to always hold hands, and we never really cared. I never had like a, that kind of a nationalist, fascist type of approach to that, I was always like freedom, peace and love, and never harming women, never harming children, always being a gentleman, that type of thing. And one thing I must say, the biggest person to blame here is me. Me. Because I am the one who went out and became a drug addict. I am the one who went out and became an alcoholic for all those years. Before I quit 9 years ago when the battle of quitting alcohol started. And I was the one who had caused all that harm to my mother, to my father, to my brother, to my girlfriends, to my ex-wife, to my child, and everyone else. I was the one who was the selfish a-hole who went out and did all these terrible things, in spite that these people loved me and cared for me and were begging me not to. I still went and did, Well, you know, I can't change the fact that I did what I did, only but be grateful that I'm still here and that my child still loves me. I am very grateful for that. And like someone said, it was only 11 years. Well, to me, it was not only 11 years. It was a lot of time. But you're right. I've got many more years to help and change what I have done, undo some of the damage and make sure that my daughter, is somehow, somehow gets back, what she lost with her daddy, because I will not relapse again. I will not hurt my daughter, and I will not hurt my loved one, and I will not hurt my mother or my brother, or my dad. I won't do it again. I won't do it again. Simply. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm going on 41. I don't know what it is. But I'll tell you, I have gotten this weird energy shift that is happening to me. I don't know if it happens to men at 40 or something, or people at 40. But I no longer am interested in anyone but one woman only to be my home mate, to my life mate, to be my life partner, and only one woman to share my bed. And I only want one child, which I have, and, well, if the world and the universe is kind enough, I will have two, but we'll see. And basically, I am already grateful for that, I have a loving, grateful mother, and I am stable in my program, and everyone supports me, and I will simply not give that away, and it's a gift, they say living in the present is a gift. That's why they call it a gift. I guess you live and you learn. That's what I wanted to say today. And I'm definitely not blaming anyone else but myself the most for have lost so much time with my daughter. Because of me, everything started. Because of me, all the court procedures started and all the custody stuff started, and because of my actions. Only because of my actions, I mean, maybe the other party didn't know how to react in any better manner, but to take it to a legal, level. But that's what it took, I guess, and I have only myself to blame. And I hope that all you guys who are, like 30 or 25 or 20 or, half my age or whatever, and are about to get into serious relationships and move out with a woman and even have give her a child, raise a child together, think twice about it, and really, do not disappoint them, because disappointing them and hurting them is the most cruel thing you can do, I was a cruel, bad person, I guess, but I live and I learn. I live and I learn. I live and I learn. I love you all. I love you, Eliza. I love you, Maya and Laura, and everybody out there. I love you. I am tired of saying sorry. All I can do is show you that I have another half a life to go, and it's not going to be the same. I hope you battle it out with me. Do not give up.